Yes, that morning, sun shining bright, September morning, the Monday after Labor Day. And my wife was going to take my two daughters to go and look at a puppy. I think they were dressed alike that morning. And I remember giving them hugs, and they got in the car and left at 7 a.m. I got a call from my father-in-law, and this is maybe close to 8:30. He's calling me, saying that Shannon wasn't there. I thought, well, she's okay, no reason to worry. And then he called me again within 10 minutes. Like, no, I think something's not right. She should be there by now. Nobody's heard from her. Then my mother-in-law called. So I'm on my cell phone with my father-in-law. My mother-in-law calls the home phone. So I've got them both on speaker, like, okay, I haven't heard from her. My mother-in-law's wanting me to start backtracking the way that Shannon would have took that morning. You started to think, okay, something's not right. Unknown number comes through, and it was a state trooper wanting to know if I had daughters that were with my wife.
On the morning of September 14th, 2015, my pager went off. Motor vehicle accident, semi versus passenger car, 3 critically injured.
The amount of damage that was actually on that semi was absolutely insane. I would have assumed that whatever they hit killed everyone in that vehicle.
I walked around to the side of the car. Kyra was there, and immediately we're just, get some tools, we gotta get her out of here.
I remember like it happened 5 minutes ago. Brian pulling Kyra out of the van, how bloody she was and how he was supporting her on his turnout gear and everything. I get kind of choked up right now talking about it.
And then we worked on getting Shannon out of the front seat of the van. And I was, at that point, surprised if she was still alive. When we loaded her in the helicopter, I'd have given her 0% chance.
All of us were kind of in agreement that those poor kids were not going to have a mother.
So as I get to HCMC downtown, I walk in, and Jada was in kind of a holding area on a bed. You could just see the shock in my youngest daughter. And I remember her telling me, "Dad, I've got to go. I've got to go because we're going to see a puppy. Mommy's coming to get me." And I just let her know, I don't think we're going today.
We were very concerned that even if Shannon survived the initial injury, that she would end up vegetative. We could save her life, but not save her function.
One of the physicians let me know, basically she would never be a healthy brain. The best recovery, if she gets there, would be to just be able to sit in a chair and just stare at a wall, oblivious to what's around her. The physicians would come in and actually squeeze her with pliers, her toes or her hands, to get any type of reaction, any type of just twitch, and yell her name, and she wouldn't respond at all. Motionless.
I'd spent a lot of time with Jason and the family at the hospital back and forth. I don't believe Jason had left once, and knew that there was a worship night happening. And I remember at the hospital saying, "Jason, would you come? We're just gonna be worshiping Jesus." And as he walked in, Pastor Ryan started to pray for Shannon and pray for the Kerr family.
And so we're gonna be the church right now. I just feel led to do it. There's a family, the Kerr family, Jason, Shannon Kerr. Shannon and 2 of her daughters were in a terrible car accident. Shannon's in a coma. One of the daughters still in intensive care. Why not be the church right now? Let's storm heaven right now. And we're gonna pray. So can you lift your hands? And just in your own way, you're gonna lift up a prayer for this family. Let's do it. Just fill this room. Come on. Let's be the church.
And I remember him just walking over, standing next to me, and I just said, "Buddy, we're praying." And I just remember him dropping to his knees, and I could just hear him praying for the healing of his wife.
And Lord, I'm desperate for your power. I need a miracle.
While we were worshiping, while we were praying, There was another conversation happening at the hospital about some difficult decisions that may need to be made, possibly pulling Shannon off of life support.
As I came back from that worship night, I remember my father-in-law trying to break this news to me, like, this is kind of the end of the road, you know? This is what they're saying. And I said, no. I said, go home, get some rest. This place is beating you down. We're gonna believe. We're gonna believe, and we're gonna proclaim a healing. And as days went by and people would ask, what can they do for me? People just wanted to help. But I didn't need anything as far as food or fresh clothes or anything. Like, just pray. Any effort or energy you have or want to give to the situation, I ask you to pray to Jesus. Even if you don't know Jesus, I ask you to pray to Jesus. Like, he is the only one that will change this scenario for my family.
I remember one time in particular, Shannon laying there, and we were sharing stories of Shannon, and I looked over, and we had just seen Shannon's arm come out from underneath the blanket and on top of the blanket. That was the first time I saw a positive response.
Then things just continued to progress. And at the end of those 14 weeks total hospitalized, I was able to bring my wife home.
My name is Shannon Kerr. I'm married to my smoking hot husband for 19 years, and I'm just so excited the Lord heal me. Is it okay that I said smoking hot? I'm sorry, that's just too dirty.
To see her actually up and walking again was just miraculous.
This is my wife, healed, a miracle woman. Thank you, Jesus.